Okay, you've started your Lego bricks hopefully, and from the previous video you'll see how to do all that construction work. But I wanted to show you how to put on some text. Now this is not the official Lego text, etc. It's just a Comic Sans I'm going to put in, but I'll show you how to actually position it. So to start with, what I am going to do is just take my history tree here, take it back up to where we've got no text at all, and I'm just going to repeat what I did here for you. I also need to put in some planes as well, just to help. Well, actually I don't need to put planes in, sorry, that's not right. What I need to do here is if I go to sketch, what I'm going to do is actually try and get the position of the Lego word there, and I'm going to have a centre line from say there to there. That just gives me a datum to go for. I then want to do a line at 45 degrees across, so I'm just going to do another construction line. So from roughly about there to somewhere up there. I haven't gone through the centre, reason being it gives me a better opportunity, if I hold the shift key down, to then pick up on the centre point there, let go of the shift key and just make that coincidence. Okay, it hasn't gone black yet, reason being I need to put an angle on this. So just do this here and make that 45. Okay, and you saw that move there. Now, because I'm going to use text that is 1.2 millimeters high, I need to offset because the text will sit on a line. It won't be halfway across. I'll show you what I mean. So if I just go to offset entities, it says 0.6 there. So I'm just going to click on that there, and you can see the line's gone down. I'm not too worried about it joining this here, as long as it's parallel to it, but you can change that to whatever you want. So I'm just going to agree to that. And I'm just going to change it to a construction line on that, and then you'll see the little A there. I'm going to pick up on that, and that's a little text tool. It's asking me to pick the curve or the line that I want to write on. So rather than that one, as I said, I'm going to pick on the baseline on there, and I'm just going to write the word in Lego in capitals as there, and you can see it's way too big for what I want it. So rather than use the document font, I'm just going to untick that, go to font, okay, and I'm going to pick, I can pick anything here, just Comic Sans on there, and it says, as I said before, change that to 1.2. And there I have the word Lego on there. Now again, there are several ways for me to actually then bring that text out. I will show you other ways later on, but for now, I'm just going to agree to that. I'm going to use Extrude Boss Base because it's on a planar surface. I had it already at 0.2. Make sure it's merged, and I'm just going to tick it there. And as you can see now, I have the word Lego on that. But what I need to do is actually repeat that to there and then down to there. Now a little bit of jiggery pokery here. I can't mirror it because it wouldn't be around the right way, so I'm going to pattern this across. Now I know for a fact that the centre of this circle to the centre of that circle is 8.05, and from the centre of that circle down to there is 7.9, and you'll see why I say that in a second. So to pattern something, okay, you can do it in a sketch or you can do it in a feature pattern. This is classed as a feature pattern. So the default is a linear pattern, but if I just click on that, it just shows you can do circular pattern, you can do a mirror pattern, curve driven pattern, sketch driven pattern, etc. You can go all into those kind of in your own time, but as I come across those, I will use those. So I'm going to go for linear pattern, and therefore I've got a new dialog box up as well. You might also notice I've just moved a measuring tool aspect. Now if you want to bring that up, I know you can measure across. If you want to bring it up, all you need to do is just, if you right hand click in here and you go to toolbars, you need to go down to toolbox. If I just switch it off for the moment, you see that disappear up there. I'll switch it back on. Okay, and then because I've already got that out, highlight, it's the measuring tape. Now if I click on the measuring tape, okay, it just means if I want to go from there to there, okay, it gives me that distance of 31.8, which is correct. So that's just a little sideline to what we're doing on that. And you can pick up on centres and all sorts, it depends on that, but I can go through that a lot more later on. So I'm just going to go to linear pattern again, and it gives me this box here, and you can see I've got 8.05 there. But first things first, it's asking me for direction. So actually I want this to travel in the X direction, so I'm going to just click on that top line there. Okay, and it's going to come down for direction 2. I don't want that yet. It says features to pattern. So I'm just going to click on the face of the E, and you can see it's actually gone across now. And the reason it's gone across to exactly where I want it is because it's 8.05. Your default will be 10. So if I change that to 10, which is what you'll have, you'll see it's actually not on centres. That's why I needed to know that distance, and you can measure that. So just change that back to 8.05. Okay, and it's asking me for a second direction. So I'm actually going to click on that one there, and you'll see because I've already had it set in at 8.05 again, it's come down. But what you'll notice, because I haven't drawn this quite right, it's actually on that edge. So I'm going to change that to 7.9. Okay, when you see that's just pulled it in a little bit, slightly different. I'm not too worried for now, but if you were doing this for work, etc., I would be on your back. I'd have to go back and actually change this bit of drawing to achieve that. So once I've done all that, all I'm going to do is give that a green tick. Okay, and I've got that there. So what you need to do now is now try and pattern all of that over to here. You can't mirror it, I'll pattern it. I don't have that distance that I need to go. I could measure it on there, but I'll leave for you to have a go on that one there. You probably could go down to 0.1 actually, just as a raise. So what I could do here to do that, if I go back to the original there, if I go to edit features on that one there, so that's coming in on that top one. You see there it says 0.2, and I'm just going to go in to 0.1. Just lower it down a little bit, and you can see it actually looks a lot better. And I could also go around and give that a little fillet of probably 0.05 or something. So if I just go fillet, it may not do it. You see, if I go into 0.05, if I just click that top surface, let's see what it's going to do. Yeah, it's a little bit too much, so let's go into 0.02. Let's see what that does. Yeah, see it's gone down fine, and I could actually pick that top surface as well, but I'm not going to, because I'll leave it a little bit sharp. You can see I've got a nice little there, which you would have in reality for that. Okay, I'll stop that video now, and we can demonstrate the next bit later on.